Ah.
Okay, you can begin.
Oh, good. Okay.
1 second, okay.
And you're going to put the presentation up there.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm getting feedback. Let me just fix that.
Just turn. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just begin.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Lynn Arthur. I'm the founder of a not-for-profit called Peak Power Long Island, who will be assisting with the public information and education on this program. This afternoon is the first of many public information sessions designed to explain a new program called Community Choice Aggregation, also known as CCA. But before we go any further, the material will cover about 30 minutes, and then we'll take questions. So those of you on Zoom can, what I ask is that you put your questions into the chat. In order to find the chat, if you just move your cursor to the bottom of the Zoom screen, you want to hover over the word chat and click on that, and it'll pop up on your right. Or if you don't see chat, then to your right, there's the word more with 3 dots. You click on that, and you'll get a pop-up, and then you'll see chat. And so then you click on chat, and the chat window will show up on the right. If you're calling in by phone, unfortunately, you're going to have to call 888-985-2211 to ask your questions after today's meeting. All this information is on the last page in this chart, in this deck, rather. And any questions we don't answer during today's call, because I don't claim to know the answers to every question, we will do our best to get the answers, and we will put them on the town website. Okay, so I just wanted to start with that. Okay. So the town of Southampton is planning to participate in this upcoming bid to consider an electricity supply contract through the Choice Community Power Program in order to provide their eligible residents and small businesses with the benefits of renewable electricity supply. This is the agenda for today's call. I'm going to walk you through what is community choice aggregation, what are the benefits for participants, what is the utility's role, how is this going to look on your bill, who is automatically enrolled, how will CCA affect you, next steps, which is the overall timeline, and then we're going to walk through a couple of frequently asked questions. Okay, what is community choice aggregation? Well, it allows municipalities to aggregate energy demand and negotiate a bulk purchase agreement for eligible residents and small businesses within their jurisdiction. Now on this chart, we've got a map of New York State. And this is all about, this program is about the town's ability to change the default supplier, in our case for electricity. CCA in general is a program that covers electricity or gas. And this map on the right illustrates the zones across the state, of which there are 11. We're in Zone K, which is also known as the LIPA service area. So what each zone has a default supplier for electricity and for gas. And in some cases it's the same company, but in most cases it's 2 separate companies, for example on Long Island. So what this program does is it allows the municipality to take responsibility and shift the default from LIPA to an alternative. And in our case, we want this alternative to support more renewable energy at competitive rates. And CCA as a program was authorized by the Public Service Commission in 2016. So it's been around for quite a while. Got 2 screens going on here.
So you should hit.
Excuse me?
You should go to the top left and hit from current See where it says that?
Top left.
What? Down.
Oh, from current slide?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just click that.
Ah,
Thank you.
oh, sorry about that.
It's all
Okay.
right.
So the expectation is that these proposals will contain at least 50% of the power supply from renewable sources. Now, we're working to get 100% if we can, but that depends upon what is available when the town issues the competitive bid. You know, if there's enough renewable energy available at the time, then hopefully we'll get a bid for 100% renewable energy, but we don't know until we get there. But we do expect that there'll be options. There'll be a couple of options at different price points that will come back in these bids. For example, individual customers will have the opportunity to opt up to 100%. So the town, for example, could decide that the default option that they want to engage is a 50% renewable option because it's a lower price, potentially. But there will be an option, I'm told, or there is an expectation there'll be an option for 100%, but it'll be at a different price point. So there'll be options that each homeowner or small business will be allowed to choose from. Let's see. We expect this to be a cost-saving opportunity, obviously, if they're not going to, if the town board is very, I think, wants to make sure that cost savings is a given. There'll be no individual contracts, no exit fees, and you can opt out at any time at no charge. And the last thing is there are strong consumer protections. See, the town issued a competitive bid a couple of years ago for a CCA administrator, and Jewel was selected. Jewel oversees the solicitation of these bids. They review the company competing for the power supply contract, and they support the town throughout the term of the agreement. Oh, good. Now, PSEG Long Island continues to deliver electricity. Nothing changes there. They repair and maintain the lines, they bill customers, and in fact, this is an example of a PSEG bill that we all get. And as you can see, there are kind of three main sections. There's the delivery and system charges, the power supply charges, and the taxes and other. We're only focused on the power supply charge portion of the bill. That's what CCA deals with. It's the cost of, in this case, on the bill you see it says the cost of electricity includes the purchase of fuel. So in this case, the 1,792 kilowatt hours are being billed on this sample bill at 10.5 cents a kilowatt hour. That's the rate that we are attempting to change with this program and the agreement that comes out of it. So who is automatically enrolled? Well, most everyone. Everyone within the jurisdiction of Southampton Town in this case. You're automatically, with a CCA program, all residential accounts, including small businesses, are automatically enrolled. But they can opt out at any time at no charge. And there are some customers, though, who are not able to be automatically enrolled. And those are customers who have already contracted with a third-party electricity supplier, or ESCO. ESCO, by the way, is an abbreviation for Electric Service Company. Customers that have a block on their account would not be automatically enrolled, nor would anyone who is currently receiving federal aid under the HEAP program. Now, everyone else will be automatically enrolled unless they take action. And they can take action before the program begins, or they can take action after the program launches. Before the program begins, you'll be able to take action by phone. You'll receive a prepaid opt-out card. or you'll be able to go online. And here's a few comments about the timeline. So after the competitive bidding process is completed and a power supply agreement is in place, an information packet will be sent. There will be a robust outreach and education period for 30 days and then an additional 30 days during the initial opt-out period. And as I said previously, you'll be able to opt out by going on a website, making a phone call, or filling out a card that'll be with a mailer on it that you'll receive in the mail. But at any time, before or after the program launches, you will be able to opt out at any time at no charge. Let's see, then the next thing that happens is we launch the program. And it says selected default supply for every municipality, program rate on PSEG Long Island bill beginning first meter reading unit. So the program, again, this is given a tentative schedule that we put together, assuming that everything happens on time. We expect that this program will launch probably not until January of next year. Now, in summary, CCA programs encourage the building of more renewable energy projects on Long Island. And notice that we have competitive rates. I want to emphasize that it's not just one price that the municipality will set as the default. Each account will have the opportunity to select amongst multiple options. Typically, there is a 100% option, 100% renewable option, I'm told, and there'll also be ones that have a little bit less, 100% at a different price point. There is strong consumer protection because of all these entities that are administering the program on Southampton Town's behalf, as well as the Department of Public Service has guidelines that must be followed. And the bottom line is we now have more choice for customers. Today, the only choice that you have today is one that our current utility provides. There's no competition on Long Island. Okay, I'm going to switch gears and walk through some of these frequently asked questions. Does this program replace my utility company? No. You continue to pay your utility bill, and your utility remains responsible for delivery and maintenance of the electrical grid and billing. Does this impact the reliability of my electricity? Again, no. Your utility continues to deliver your electricity and provides the same service whether you participate in the program or not. Will this program save me money? Well, savings are not guaranteed, but that's sort of part of the point why we're going in this direction. We're expecting savings. And savings are to be thought of, not month to month as much as over a horizon of time. I think that a fair assumption would be to look at what you've been paying, what your rates have been over a 12-month period. What if I want to change my supply choice? Once the program launches, you may call the helpline or fill out the enrollment change form on website to change your supply selection, opt out, or opt back into the program with no fees or penalties. There's one more page here. Do I have to stay in the program the entire time? No. You may opt out or opt back in at any time with no fees or penalties. Can I participate if I own my own solar panels or if I participate in community solar? And the answer to those questions are yes. Even if you use solar panel, you are still required to have a supplier on your utility bill to cover any electricity not provided by your solar. What happens when the program ends? When the contract ends, your municipality may choose to renew participation in the program. If not, you will be automatically switched back to your utility selecting supply on your behalf. Okay, that's it. I'm going to check the chat for questions. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but it started talking.
You can tell them if they have any questions to raise their hand.
Ah, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. And I'll wait for Charles to tell me if there are any hands raised.
I see no hands. I see no hands.
Okay, I see no hands, so we're going to close it down. This is the first of many of these sessions. We're looking to do more sessions, so if there's a community group that wants a presentation brought to them, you can send an email to info@choicecommunitypower.com and make that request, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much.